Jesus turned water into wine, right? So that means there was a vice there somewhere. Hence the reason why when you go to soirees or ballroom dances or anything like that, the only thing that they serve you is wine. Why? Because wine is the medium between you still having a good time without being too belligerent about it and still being conscious. Well, yes, I am that spiritual man. And yes, I am back to my original form state again. Meaning that I am back smoking again. And the reason why I'm back, I stopped smoking to begin with, it wasn't because the smoking was affecting my mental. No. I went through the hardest month of all because the smoking was what was calming my mental state of mind for me not to go crazy. And crazy is not in a sense where I'm going to start doing shit. No. Crazy is to a point where I can't control the thoughts that are running through my mind because the NPC PhD master comics, they were attacking my intuition. And by attacking my intuition, meaning that they were making sure that whatever it is that I was downloading and whatever it is that I was elevating from, I wasn't going to be sure of myself. Hence the reason why even in that mental programming Bible, it says that the fall of one of the instruments of the fall of men is alcohol. And, you know, if you look back in history or Greek mythology, Babalue, or rather should I say Obatella, was second in command after Eludame. And Obatella's job was simply to create humans. However, Obatella did not finish his job completely because he got drunk from a pomegranate licorice type of drink, which happened to be alcohol. But back then, they didn't really call it alcohol. And if you see alcohol, when you drink alcohol, it pretty much takes away your ability to navigate yourself. Hence the reason why alcohol was abolished. A lot of other reasons, but we ain't gonna get too much into it. I mean, if you really look at it, alcohol in every bodega is the easiest thing that you could find in every hood. However, you find wine in every hood, but wine, they put it at a price where if you had a choice to choose between a bottle of Heineken and a $15 or $25 bottle of Sweet Bitch, you know, the wine that I used to drink about 10, 15 years ago, then you would pick the bottle of Heineken. Why? Because in somebody's mind, you're looking at the quantity, the amount of Heineken that you could buy for $15, which could be a case, or however big 40 ounces bottles that you could buy, because I don't drink Heineken anymore. In comparison to you buying that one bottle of that Sweet Bitch, which would be more productive for you. And it will still put you at a state of relaxation where you'll be able to control your mind. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not being an advocate and tell people they should go out there and drink wine and, you know, for them to start calming their nerves. And then when they start getting into some sort of a drug abuse, and now they blame, you know, Ugan Shengo Ugante. Not at all. I'm telling you what's worked for me. That's me. Not you, me. And that's what makes everybody unique. So hence the reason why I'm back smoking again after a month is because that last month, after I got back from, you know, being arrested and being thrown in jail and so on and so forth, I realized that the thoughts that I was having around July were crazy thoughts. Hence the reason why at the end of July, I made a commitment for me to stop smoking for a month in order for me to gorilla glue all the pieces together. Now I'm back smoking again. It's because I'm seeing the entire canvas all over again. I'm not just looking at things from from the people or from a painting on the wall or even from the canvas on a desktop. I see it clear now. And hence the reason why I'm back. Hence the reason why, if you need to catch me in the next couple of hours, you know where I'll be again, because I'll be back in the gym. Just like I said a couple of weeks ago, I need to get back. And, September 3rd is my, I guess, recoordination date of me putting everything back together the way it's supposed to be. Not that I hadn't already started around August, but August I've been able to put all the pieces into its appropriate places. Now we're connecting all the dots to those pieces. So that way the picture could becoming very clear to us. So for a special person, if you need to find me, you know where I'll be moving forward. As far as the time frame, well, right now, the time is going to be sporadic. I'm not going to have one set time frame as to when I'm going back to the gym. But when I'm at the gym, I'm going to make sure that you know that I'm at the gym. In case if you need to find me there. It'll be nice one day I go to the gym and I find you. I always want to work out with you. Get nothing more sexier than, having a man and a woman, boyfriend and a girlfriend, husband and wife, doing things that they could do with each other to get to know each other more, to elevate their relationship. To put that solid foundations, that 4-pillar. But for me, I'm looking beyond that 4-pillar. So we're going to add an extra pillar and make it 5-pillar because, the type of, estate that I want to have, it's going to require 5 pillars at a time, If you know what I'm talking about, that foundation, that's what I want to have with you. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to set aside all the nonsense, all the bullshit, and finally take it to the next level? Get to know each other on a more personal basis? I'm saying, though, I'm ready when you're ready. But as for right now, I'm starting to get my shit back together, School's about to start soon. I got less than a year left for me to get my degree, my psychology BA degree. I'm saying, what did I tell you in our private conversation, or rather should I say my one-sided conversation where I talk and you listen? Now this time around, I want you to talk and I want to be the one listening. And then we can interact in between. Put all the pieces together on your side to my side and see how we connect. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to have lots of laughter, lots of fun. I can't wait. I'm not mentioning any names because I don't want to put any energy into something that's not putting energy into me. But by the way that I'm talking, you already know who I'm talking to. Because there's only one person that I talk to, a one-sided conversation. Everybody else gets shut down in the last year. So I'm getting back to normal. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Once I get back inside my rocket ship and I start getting ready to, start doing all the technical analysis that I need to do and making sure that everything is the way I left it in that rocket ship, the next thing is for us to take off. That door is still open. I'm just saying, don't let me close that door and you're not inside. You will regret it. And I'm not saying you will regret it on some cockiness. No, I'm saying you will regret it because you will then finally let a good thing, something that you've been wishing an opportunity to happen. And right now we got the opportunity and nobody else needs to know what we do as long as we stay equal reciprocity to each other. 9/3/2025, you know what that means? Well, if you don't know anything in astrology and if you don't know anything in, tarot, cosmology, which I'm sure you do, but you're probably still a beginner. When you put 9/3 together, it gives you the number 12. Okay. When you put the number 12 with 2025, when you drop it down to a single digit, it gives you 9. 9 plus 12 gives you 21. 21 is blackjack, baby girl. Are you playing games with me? Stop playing. 21 is blackjack. And if you break 21 down to a simpler digit, it gives you 3. And what is 3? A triangle. What is a triangle? Creation. Hence the reason why I'm putting everything, restoring everything back together today. Hence the reason why I'm going back to the gym. Everything is calculated, as I'm sure that's how you move as well. But the way we move is so intricate. Only us know our secret language, aside from our telepathic, capabilities. It's about that time, girl. Let go of your fear and take that leap of faith completely. I already told you. If you're coming genuine and not trying to give me half the story, you give me 100% of the story, no matter how bad you think it's going to sound. Just know that I will use my wisdom and I will use my understanding for me to look at things into a different perspective. And then we could set some boundaries set for each other and for the outside world as well. And then we could come into this union and levitate this bitch. I'm saying we can't delay no more. I've been exactly who I say I am. All the way through. I haven't faltered not once. I want you to be my last dance partner, girl. And I mean that. Eternity. My last dance partner. So what do you say? You're gonna still stay in that gym? Thinking if you should shoot your shot? Or if you're gonna shoot your shot and we're gonna meet each other somewhere in that decoy? I meant everything I said to you. Nobody has to know which kind of ride we're riding in. Nobody has to know where we go. Nobody has to know what we're doing. The only thing that they gotta know is, oh shit, they just popped up with something new again. Oh shit, these motherfuckers are about to leave a legacy. Oh my God. Can somebody stop these two? And obviously they couldn't stop us. They try to use manipulation on your side. They try to tell you everything about me. And then while they're telling you everything about me, they're doing that kitchen magic. They're doing that Papa Legba, that that Santa Muerte, that voodoo. They're doing everything possible to see if they could have disconnect us. I mean, the lies and the smear campaigns. And none of it worked. The reason why none of it worked is because they were shooting at something that they couldn't even reach. They didn't even know the trajectory of where they were shooting at. And they were aiming at your mental to make you forget about me, not knowing that it's already ordained, it's already written. It's me and you, girl. Like Tupac said, but it's not going to be me and it's going to be gods and goddesses, gods and empress. It's going to be kings and queens. It's going to be husband and wife. I mean, of course, we got to, get past the dating stage, the courting stage, the girlfriend stage, the labeling stage. But I have a very strong feeling those stages are going to go by very quick. Because we got too much in common with each other already. For it not to go as fast. As long as honesty is there, as long as accountability and responsibility on both parts continue to be our number one way of us checking each other. And yes, we're gonna need checking because you got a big ego, I got a much bigger ego as well that we like to compete. But I'm not here to compete with you. I'm here to make a union with you so that way we could compete us against the world. When we was having that one conversation, I was telling you it was gonna be me against the world. And it was also you against the world as well, indirectly. That's what I was trying to tell you. And now that we both pass our tests, it's time for us to unite. Now, everything is within, Illuminate's timing, so I'm not rushing anything. I'm just letting you know, whenever you're ready to complete your fool's journey and take that leap of faith, Just know that as long as you bring me equal reciprocity, I will catch you. And we'll fly together in that rocket ship.